Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into the geography of India. You know, it's a place that's so huge and so varied, people often call it a world within a country. So let's figure out exactly why that is. Let's kick things off with a pretty big question. What is it about India's geography that's so vast, so varied, that it earns the title of a subcontinent? I mean, that's a big deal, right? Well, to put it simply, it's all about the staggering diversity. We're talking about a land of incredible contrasts. I mean, it's home to pretty much every major landscape you can possibly think of. You've got soaring peaks, sun-drenched coasts, ancient plateaus, lush plains, the whole shebang. Okay, let's get into it. To really wrap our heads around this, we're going to start by zooming way out to understand the sheer immense scale of India on the world map. So, first up, India is the 7th largest country in the world by area. That is huge. But it's not just about the raw numbers, right? It's about the story behind that size. The incredible geological forces that have been shaping this place for millions and millions of years. And just look at these distances. We're talking over 3,200 kilometers from the top in Kashmir down to the southern tip at Kanyakumari. Then, if you go from west to east, from Kutch to Arunachal Pradesh, that's almost 3,000 kilometers. I mean, these are continental scale distances we're talking about. And here's something really cool. That line you see cutting right through the middle, that's the Tropic of Cancer. And believe me, it is so much more than just a line on a map. It's a massive climate divider. Everything north of it is basically subtropical, while everything to the south is tropical. That one single line dictates the weather, the seasons, even what farmers can grow. It's a total game changer. Okay, so we've got the scale down. Now let's zoom in and look at the two main pillars. The two geological anchors of India. Think of it as the crown and the shield, the young mountains up north and the ancient rock down south. So where does it all start? It all kicks off right here at what's called the Pamir Knot. It's famously known as the roof of the world, and for good reason. It's this incredible high-altitude geological hub where all of Asia's great mountain ranges seem to just smash together and then spread out in every direction. It's pretty amazing. And radiating out from that knot, you get the Himalayas, the crown of India. This isn't just any mountain range. It forms this massive, towering wall along the entire northern border. Geologically speaking, they're actually quite young, but they've been absolutely crucial in shaping India's climate and history. Now, in complete contrast to those young, jagged mountains, let's head south. This is the Peninsular Plateau, the ancient shield. And when I say ancient, I mean it. This is a super stable slab of rock that was part of the old supercontinent, Gondwana land. It's a completely different world down here. So what's this shield made of? Well, it was basically formed by ancient volcanic lava flows. That gives it a foundation of really old, igneous and metamorphic rocks. And here's the kicker. That makes it one of the most stable land masses on the entire planet. Plus, it's packed with minerals, especially in areas like the Chota Nagpur Plateau. And framing this plateau, you've got the Ghats. And this is a great comparison. On the west, you have the Western Ghats. They're this continuous, high mountain range that acts like a wall, blocking the monsoon winds. But then you look to the east, and the Eastern Ghats are totally different. They're broken up, much lower, and they've been eroded by massive rivers flowing through them. Two sides of the same coin, but totally different landscapes. Okay, so we've got the high crown in the north and the old shield in the south. So what connects them? What's in the middle? Well, that would be the Great Indian Heartland. And the story of how these plains were formed is just incredible. It's like a massive natural construction project. You've got these rivers born from glaciers in the Himalayas. For millennia, they've been carrying enormous amounts of sand and silt downstream. They just keep depositing this fertile sediment layer by layer until they've built up the largest alluvial plain on the entire planet. And that fertile soil, that's everything. These plains fed by the Indus, the Ganga, and the Brahmaputra river systems, they're not just land. They're the home of millions and millions of Indians. This is the cradle of civilization here. So it's pretty clear that geography has a profound effect on where people choose to live. But how much of a difference are we really talking about? Let's see it in the numbers. Okay, now this is where it gets really interesting. Just look at this contrast. In a Himalayan state like Arunachal Pradesh, you've got a population density of just 17 people per square kilometer. 17! Now, jump over to Bihar, right in the heart of the northern plains, and that number skyrockets to over 1,100. That is just, wow. That tells you everything you need to know about how much this landscape matters. All right, to finish up our geographical tour, let's head to the edges of the subcontinent. We're going to explore the coasts and the islands. So, wedged right between the Ghats and the sea are the coastal plains. Think of them as these narrow strips of flat, fertile land. They support all sorts of unique cultures and economies, and they're a huge part of the picture. And then we go offshore. India has two major and very different island groups. You've got the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, which are actually the tops of a submerged volcanic mountain range in the Bay of Bengal. Then on the other side, in the Arabian Sea, you have Lakshadweep, which is a beautiful cluster of coral islands. Two totally different origins, both part of the country. So you see, it really is a land of contrasts. It was forged over immense geological time, from the soaring peaks of the Himalayas to the ancient southern plateau. And it's all connected by the flow of these mighty, life-giving rivers. And that leaves us with a final thought to chew on. This ancient land was sculpted by nature. The big question now is, how will it be reshaped by its future, by the people who call this incredible place home?